Hello my cutie little fairies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to the fairy garden. If you're new here, my name is Angelina and I am your very own fairy makeup mother. I teach you all about how to apply makeup on acne prone and textured skin. I am an acne prone and textured skin advocate in the beauty community. I also sprinkle in some lifestyle vlogs, and also I'm going to sprinkle in some new video ideas in the new year. So if that's something that piques your interest, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and just be a part of the community. I would love to have you here. Today's video is going to be all about my favorite makeup products of 2024. I did a full face makeup look and obviously my skin looks phenomenal, so I know what I'm talking about. If you're an acne prone and textured skin girly, all of these products are going to be your best friend, and I cannot wait to take these products into 2025 with me. So let's get into the look. Oh my gosh, first video of 2025. Well, maybe one of the first videos, but let's put some makeup on my face because I haven't put a proper full face of makeup on in like at least like 3 weeks. I know, it's very unlike me. I had an allergic reaction to a chemical peel that I did right after Thanksgiving, and my skin is now starting to come back to life. Okay, let's get into this. One of the prep steps that I've been doing in 2025 is putting a glowier primer base on before I go in with like my pore refining, pore texture smoothing primer. And my number one favorite for 2024 is the Say Glowy Super Gel, specifically in the shade Rose Glow. I don't know what it is about Rose Glow, but I think it's the best one that matches my skin tone. I don't really like rose gold anything, so it's like kind of weird that I like it so much, but I really like this as a prep step, especially when I want a more matte foundation to look a little more glowy underneath. Look at that glow that it gives me, and it doesn't emphasize texture or pores, so that's another win. And I let that dry down for about 30 seconds to a minute. I should have my fan out, but this room is a mess, so. Okay, and my number one primer for 2024, this is kind of cheating because it came out in the later months of 2024. This is the Refi Hydrate and Blur Primer. I absolutely love this primer. Like, look how skinny she is already. I don't know when she launched, but I'm thinking it's like right before the Sephora sale, or like maybe like October or something, but I absolutely love this applicator. Whoa, I put a lot on. I did not need to put that much on. Oops. But it truly hydrates and blurs your face, and it doesn't make your makeup pill, and it gives you a lot of glow, but it's not like a greasy glow. And I truly see a difference when I don't wear this primer with any of my foundations, because I find that some foundations, when I don't wear like a pore filling primer or like a texture smoothing primer, they can sink into my indented scarring on my face, like my ice pick scarring on my face, more than when I do use like a blurring smoothing primer. This is the best prep routine of 2024, I'm telling ya. Now moving on to foundation. I have 3 favorite foundations of 2024. These are the best of the foundations of 2024. Not all of them launched in 2024, but my number one favorite out of the bunch is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation, and I am in the shade 4 Neutral. My second favorite would have to be, ooh, who am I gonna pick? I think I'm gonna pick the Say Glowy Super Skin Foundation, just because I've had her longer and I've been loyal to her longer. And then my third favorite foundation of 2024 is the Fenty Beauty Soft Lit Foundation. I'm actually gonna use this foundation today because it launched in 2024, but I love the Charlotte Tilbury for my full glam days and also special events because it glides over my skin so effortlessly, especially with the primer duo that I just showed you. My Say Glowy Super Skin Foundation is more for days where I want my skin to be skinning, but I want it to look like my skin, but better, if that makes sense. Like, it's super lightweight, it's very serum-like, and it's also very dewy, so if you're a dry skin girly, highly recommend. And then my Fenty Beauty Soft Lit Foundation is that perfect satin matte finish. I feel like 2024 was the year of like satin matte makeup for me. Like, that soft matte satin matte finish is what I craved. Like, I want my skin to look like a butter. And this foundation truly did it for me, and obviously it's the best foundation launch of 2024. I'm in the shade 210, and oh, I need to put lotion on my hands. Ugh, I feel like I've been so dry this winter. Anyway, I'm gonna put 1.5 pumps because I want the coverage. And it's more fluid, like it's definitely not like a super thick foundation. And of course, my technique is to always warm it up on the back of my hand and then put it all over my face. I have so many new breakouts because of that stupid chemical peel that I did. I got sick during the peeling process, so that could have been like why I didn't heal very well, but like regardless, I paid $250 for a chemical peel and my skin looks worse than it did before I got the peel, which is like annoying. I'm gonna take this foundation brush. This is the Sephora collection 47 brush, and I'm just tapping that into my face. This is also one of my favorite brushes of 2024. The Sephora Pro brushes are really, really good. Even if you're not a makeup artist, these are just really good pro brushes for you to have for like your everyday makeup. I feel like anytime I sit down to film a YouTube video or even like short form content, something always interrupts me and it's so freaking annoying, but we just do it. We still do it. That's something that I need to work on in 2025 is like, it's all about consistency over perfection. Like even in the gym, I'm like, oh, like I didn't eat that well like this week, or like I didn't lift that well this week. And like, it's all about consistency. You just have to show up consistently and everything will fall into place. Like I need to stop playing into that perfectionism because perfect doesn't exist. Okay, now I go into my cream bronzer, and there is one cream bronzer that, oh God, I just stuck my finger. Oh my God. Look what I just did. Look at that. It's all in my fingernail. That is disgusting, and what a waste of product. I literally hit pan on this year. I'm pretty sure I received it in PR towards the beginning of the year. Like, look at that. Look at how much product is on my, oh my God. Do I use it? I think I'm gonna use it. Yep. I'm putting this little poo-poo swirl back in the pan because that is wasted product and I'm not about to waste that. Mine looks like complete doo-doo, but this is the Tower 28 Sculptino Cream Bronzer in the shade Getty. And I usually just tap whatever excess like on the top right here. I learned this trick from my little sister because I was like, why is your makeup always so dirty? And she was like, well, it's because I do my makeup like this. And I was like, oh. This Tower 28 bronzer is neutral, but also like it's not too cool, but it's not too warm. So it's the perfect neutral bronzing color. I highly encourage you, if you have not found the perfect neutral contour bronzer color, check out Tower 28 because look at how seamlessly this is blending into my skin. You wouldn't even be able to tell if I was wearing bronzer. Like that's how much it sinks into the skin. I feel like this year specifically, it was the year of like me discovering a lot of Holy Grail products. Like every product that I mentioned in this video is a Holy Grail product. Like I will not have it in my makeup collection. But also I feel like in 2025, I'm really not gonna play into the overconsumption of the beauty industry because we are quite toxic in that way. And I don't want to promote that, and I literally want to use what I have and give away what I don't want, what I'm not going to use, because I just don't want to be wasteful. In 2025, I do not want to be wasteful. In 2024, I feel like I was better at not being wasteful, but not as much as I wanted to be. Like not as much progress as I wanted to have in that category. Oh, like look at that blend. The Tower 28 bronzer is just amazing. The best cream bronzer of 2024 right here, ma'am. Okay, I feel like this is kind of cheating too in like the cream blush category, just because these blushes launched like towards the end of the year, I think, like within the last 6 months of the year, I would say. But I have not been able to put them down. So I think that says a lot, especially as a blush connoisseur like myself. That says a lot when I can't put down a blush when I have 2 full drawers of blushes over there, okay? My first favorite would have to be the Hourglass Unreal Liquid Blushes. This is in the shade Scene. This is in the shade Craft. I love using them separate, together. I love mixing these blushes with any of my other blushes. I feel like this year was the year of me mixing my blushes a lot and like trying to find a combo that I really, really liked. And I love pairing a baby pink with a berry. Like, I don't know what it is about that color combination, but it just complements my skin tone really well. And especially since now I have red hair, like I just feel like I look like strawberry shortcake all the time, and I love that. And the second blush that I would have to give the award to this year would have to be the Rhode Pocket Blushes. This is in the shade Piggy. I absolutely adore this shade. It's the perfect baby pink, literally piggy piglet blush. Like this blush is so creamy, so dewy. When my skin was like really, really dry after the chemical peel, when I was trying to like get it right, I was only using this blush on my cheeks and it just made my skin not look crusty. Like it's just so dewy, so skin-like, and it's really buildable. So you can put a sheer layer on overnight for no makeup or a tinted sunscreen, or you can really build it up for like a full glam look and top off your cheeks with this blush too to get that dew back into your makeup after you've already finished it. So Hailey Bieber, you did something with this, girl. Continue. I need a cream bronzer next. Okay? All right. So which one are we gonna use today? I think we're just gonna mix all three because I can't pick. So I'm gonna take Hourglass Unreal in the shade Craft. This one though, I only need a small dollop of it. Like any more than that, my cheeks are gonna look crazy. They're gonna look crazy. I mean, they're gonna look crazy regardless because wow, why did I, okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna blend. We're gonna blend, blend, blend. And typically I use the same foundation brush that I use for my foundation and my cream bronzer just to make it all mesh in well. And these Hourglass liquid blushes, they're like the Road blush in a liquid form. Like I feel like they make such a pretty dewy blush, but it also doesn't emphasize my texture of my pores even though it's like super dewy and skin-like. And like I said, you can use this on no makeup days or on your full glam days. I just really, really love this formula, and it's super long wearing too. Like I wasn't expecting these blushes to be super long wearing, but they are. Even when I was just using the Road on my cheeks and I was only having like a tinted sunscreen on, she stayed on. She stayed on, so I'm a big fan. And it's funny because usually when I do my blush, you can't even tell that I put bronzer on. My blush just covers it, but you know what? That's just me. That's just how I like to do things, you know? I feel like I'm low-key getting my personality back. Like I was in a real funk, and it was not funny. It was not funny. It was a funky time for a while, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit of my spunk back, so I'm trying to ride that wave. And now I'm going in with Piggy. I don't know what it is about blending a berry and a baby pink. Oh, it's just the ultimate blush combo. Look at that. I love it. Also, I've been posting more like on Snapchat because I'm trying to monetize more on Snapchat because there's a lot of money, hint hint. So make sure to follow me on Snapchat. But the people who are on Snapchat and like watching beauty related content on Snapchat, brutal. I thought my YouTube comments were like a little mean. I thought my Instagram comments like were a little mean, but no. Snapchat is like ruthless. Like they do not care. They do not care about you. Like they're like blush blindness. Oh, your makeup is cakey. Oh, if I had skin like yours, I wouldn't wear that much makeup, or like I would see a dermatologist or whatever. It's all insults that I've seen and heard like throughout the years of being on social media, but like, damn. I don't even look at my comments on Snapchat because after a few times I was like, yeah, I don't need this energy. Like I don't want to touch that energy anymore. All right, next step is concealer. Oh my gosh, this Tower 28 Swipe Serum Concealer is the concealer of 2024, okay? I was part of the launch of this concealer. I was able to test it out before anybody could, and let me tell you what an honor it was because this is my favorite concealer ever. It has replaced every other concealer that I own. I recommend this to everybody, and anybody that asks me what's my favorite concealer, what concealer do you recommend? Tower 28 every single time. I use this shade, oh, I got doo-doo bronzer on my finger. I use the shade K-Town where I want to clean up my base like that. If I want to spot conceal anything that my foundation didn't conceal as much as I wanted to. And then for brightening, I use the shade DTLA. I find that the more concealer that I put, the more flawless my under eye looks. So it is true, the more makeup that you put on, the more flawless your skin looks. So, and obviously I don't use this much concealer like all the time, but for this, since I want to do like full glam, we're going full glam. I feel like I should address the elephant in the room, but the TikTok ban. Supposedly it's supposed to happen on January 19th, and I'm like kind of really worried about it because TikTok is my biggest platform, and I really hope that it doesn't get banned. Not just for me, but just for a bunch of other creators and also small businesses, you know, across America that are gonna be losing that income. And full disclosure, I just signed again with my agency, but like I was low-key almost kicked off because they are a very prestigious agency and like they want creators with high numbers, and like my highest platform is TikTok, so I'm trying to grow my YouTube and my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please go follow me so that way I can grow, and you know, if the TikTok ban happens, you have me here and on Instagram and on Snapchat. I've been putting a lot more emphasis on like my Instagram content. The TikTok ban is just honestly really scaring me and I don't want it to happen. I'm trying not to feed into that energy because I don't want that energy. I don't want it to happen, but I mean, it's reality. It may or may not happen. We shall see. Okay, now for setting powders. There are 2 setting powders that I discovered in 2024. Well, one is a rediscovery. The first affordable powder that I absolutely love is the ColourPop No Filter Loose Setting Powder. This is in the shade Translucent. Even though she's translucent, she definitely is brightening. So I'll probably use her just because I want the center of my face to be super bright today. It's really mattifying, so if you have dry skin, you're probably not going to like this. But I absolutely love it. It gives me the brightening effect. It smooths my texture of my pores, keeps my oils at bay. Love her. And then the second powder that I rediscovered in 2024 is the Laura Mercier Original Translucent Setting Powder. This blurs my texture of my pores like no other, but I feel like it can oxidize a little bit, so I'm not going to use her today, but she is absolutely amazing for all skin types. Like, that powder truly is universal to all skin types and skin tones. But like I said, we're going to go in with the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder. This one is so finely milled that, like, I don't know if you can see the little dust particles. Like, look at this. This totally brightened up my under eyes, even though it's a translucent powder. And I kind of got to be careful with my skin right now because it's a little dry. So I'm going to take a fluffier brush and I'm just going to pat the powder all over my skin. Did anyone else feel like the holidays did not feel like the holidays this year? I feel like it came way too damn fast and people are moving on to Valentine's Day. Like, it's literally the day after Christmas. Like, what are you doing putting out the Valentine's Day stuff? Okay, now for the best powder bronzers and powder blushes of 2024. My favorite bronzer of 2024 has to be the Ren Beauty Satin Matte bronzer. This is in the shade Out of Office. I went to a little pop-up event that they had in Scottsdale. I think it was around February for the launch of the Satin Matte bronzers and the Satin Matte blushes. Oh my god, I literally met Ariana's team. Like, it was so surreal. It was the best thing ever and I felt so special. I don't expect Ariana to put out bad product. Like, every single product that she's come out with has been absolutely amazing, and I love these satin matte blushes and bronzers because as an acne prone to texture skin girly, you don't want your powder products to emphasize any texture, pores, or anything like that. And because these are a satin matte formula, they glide over the skin like butter. And the shade range is impeccable. I absolutely love every single shade. I have some in my makeup artist kit as well for bronzers and blushes, so you know it's that good. My favorite blush combo of 2024 would have to be my Vive Malbec Sunset Blush. This is in the shade Malbec. It's a very pretty berry shade. It matches my Hourglass Liquid Blush shade very well. And then I pair that with the Ren Beauty Satin Matte Blush, and this is in the shade Pinking of You. Oh, it is literally the perfect baby pink shade. I have it in my makeup kit. So good. Like, this combo is elite, and I feel like strawberry shortcake. I feel like a little strawberry shortcake fairy princess every time I do this combo. So we're gonna do it. First, I go in with the Malbec shade. And then I also go into my eyelid with the blushes to create like a monochromatic look. I love doing that. And then to blend in the blush to like my under eye and just make it softer, I go in with Pinking of You literally right on top. Both of these blushes are matte formula, so that just makes it a textured skin girl's dream because I have a lot of texture on my cheeks from the indented scarring, the ice pick scarring. So whenever I choose a blush, I don't want to pick one that's like super glowy or else it'll emphasize that. I may have gone a little overboard with the blush, but it's okay. Just keep blending. The best freckle pen ever. This is the Rudy Berry freckle pen. It is what I use to do my freckles every single time I do my makeup. They're just the most natural looking and the easiest to apply with this little applicator. I love, and I was truly obsessed with faux freckles in 2024, just like everybody else. For my favorite mascaras of 2024, I would have to say my #1 favorite would be the Swede Cloud Mascara. It is absolutely amazing. I love the formula. I love the wand, and it's just just one of the blackest mascaras I have ever used in my entire life. It doesn't like crumble and it doesn't bleed from your eyes, even though I have really sensitive teary eyes. This is a really, really good one. I love it. And then my second favorite mascara would have to be the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize mascara. This launched later in 2024, but I've been absolutely obsessed with it and I love the wand. I love me a clumpy lash and this gives me a nice clumpy lash. Okay, while I do my mascara, I need to talk about this one thing. Okay, so you know on Book Talk, there's a series called ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses. And my best friend was like, girl, you need to start this because I just started it and you would love it because it's about fairies and like hot fairies. It's a romantic fantasy, okay? We walked into Barnes & Noble one day and she made me read from the second book, chapter 55. It was literally one page and I was like, I need to start reading this like immediately. So I bought the first book and I just finished it on Christmas Eve and I was like, I hope I get the second book for Christmas because I am fiending. I'm literally watering at the mouth. I need to get the second book going because let me tell you, the fairies, scrumptious. The smut, scrumptious. Oh, it's like a slow burn. Oh, I love it. It's just everything. So it inspired me to make a Book Talk TikTok account. And then it also inspired me to also make a Book Talk Instagram account. So you can follow me there. It's at Angelina's Romantasy. And I'm just going to talk about the series and just my favorite books. It really inspired me to like get into reading again. And I think that's a huge deal because I was a super bookworm when I was little. I haven't read a proper like book in probably like 3 years, so that's a big problem and I don't want to be stupid. I don't want like my brain to like rot because I'm on social media all the time. Like I'm a scholar, I have my degree, you know, like I am an educated woman. I need to keep up that education by reading fairy romantasy books, okay? But I learn new words, I learn new concepts and all that. But anyway, if you want to talk about like that kind of stuff, follow me there because we can definitely talk about that there. And I'll also be sprinkling it into the YouTube space as well. So that way we can just like talk all day long basically. Favorite highlighter of 2024, Rare Beauty. This is absolutely beautiful, perfect, amazing, the best highlighter I've ever put on my face. I'm just gonna put this in the inner corners of my eyes as well as on the bridge right here between my eyebrows and on the tip of my nose. Oh, just beautiful fairy princess, glowing goddess. I absolutely love this highlighter. And finally, we're down to the lip combo. My favorite lip liner of 2024 is this Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut lip liner. It is literally the best. I either like to top it off with my Say Glossy Bounce lip oil, but I have to give Summer Fridays a shout out because this is the Vanilla Beige. I prep my lips with this stuff. I top my lipstick off with this stuff. Oh my god, it's literally the best lip butter balm treatment ever. I am absolutely in love with this. And this is the final makeup look. You can see why these are my favorite products of 2024.